Bubba
More footy, baby.
Look out. More accurate.
They dropped it from a freaking biplane.
Give me a break. You're desperate. You're hankering for it.
Cynthia's still out there. She's a bloodstained angel.
She's in the rut.
Another win. Chalk it up. Hello and welcome to They Might Become Giants, a weekly AFL podcast hosted by me, Alex Williams, a man who's a little bit upset because we're 6'7".
And me, Brandon McClelland, a man who might just believe in God now because he just saw the Saints pull off a miracle.
The Saints were good.
They were incredible.
Saints were good. This is straight after the game, so I've
after.
still got the
very
sand pang in my heart.
Oh.
Frustrating game. Frustrating game.
Yeah, frustrating for us, but I would say a cracker of a game.
It was a great game. Yeah.
And of a weekend of thrillers that I saw, that was a really, really good game. And the Saints were unbelievably good.
They were really good.
They just wanted it. They really, really wanted it. It felt like a team that had their season on the line, which it kind of was.
It was, yeah.
And they had magic.
Yep.
That was incredible. That fourth quarter performance from them, the second half performance in particular from Naz, unbelievable. You can't be angry when you get beaten by that.
There was one point where he was up on the boundary and it's a 2-on-1. Sam Taylor got two hands to the ball, comes out. He beats Sam Taylor, then he beats Connor Ryden, two of the best one-on-one defenders in the game. He beats both of them, drags it into Cooper Sharman, top of the goal square with a sizzling kick. I was like, man, when you're on, you're on.
You are on.
And Flying Ryan kicked 6, I think.
Ryan, unbelievable. Yeah. Kicked the one that sealed it in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I think every time we threatened to get momentum, they just pulled something out. And you go like, well, you know, what do you do? Like we had opportunities definitely throughout that game to do it to him, to get on a run.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Kick
we got
three
a
in a
little
row.
Unlucky at the end. But ultimately, you go like, the hard-fought game, and they beat us. But this is the problem with getting to, you know, being 6-6.
Or 6-7.
So now 6-7 is, it comes down to now, you know, us, the Saints, a few other teams to make that kind of 10th spot.
Yeah.
You know, if we'd won, then you go like, okay, now we kind of, the rest of the game is within striking distance. And now it's like, oh no, we've got to beat Hawthorn or
we've
Freo.
been pulled back down into the scrap, haven't we?
We really have.
We're drowning. Yeah, they're pulling us back down.
We've been dragged into the doldrums.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. You kind of go like, well, yes, I think in the context of the season, it starts to go alarm bells. But at the same time...
But it also makes sense, don't you think? Yeah. That doesn't strike me as a win of like, how the hell did Saints beat us?
No, that's...
Which I think a couple of Giants fans at the pub were a little bit
getting into. Thank you for coming to the watch party as well. Because it was a ripping atmosphere straight after the Socceroos.
Holy crap.
During the Socceroos.
When they won... Oh my God, that second goal.
Yeah.
There was a good 2 minutes there when no one was watching.
No one was watching. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny as well. Like, I got there early to watch, and like the first goal was insane, but then the second goal, like everyone, like the whole pub went up. I mean, we had more people on our side than
for the World Cup. I was surprised by that.
I was kind of surprised by that.
Go
as well,
Giants! There you go.
We have been sort of dragged into the middle pack now, but I also I look at the teams that we've beaten this year. We've beaten Hawthorn, we've beaten Brisbane, and then we beat we beat Melbourne. All teams that higher on the ladder than us and better than it. But we've lost to the Saints twice.
And by really close
and Collingwood,
margins,
who are below us.
Yeah.
We're kind of just dropping silly games and making it very difficult for ourselves. But I still think we can make a run at finals. I also think
I'm not worried at all after that performance today. I actually was quite impressed by pretty much most of the
Who'd you like? Who stood out for
Gothard.
You? Yeah.
Unbelievable. Binger. Unbelievable.
Really good.
Stringer showing up. For those first 3 quarters, Stringer was putting the team on his back for a lot of that.
He just didn't get up there for the rest of the fourth quarter.
It was unfortunate.
Cadman, I thought, had another cracking game.
Cadman's brilliant.
Kicked, 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah, he did.
Hogan, like first game back, managed minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not so worried about Hogan. He kicked an amazing goal at the end there, huge mark.
Hogan's got a lot of skill.
I think it'll just take a minute. As a lot of people going like, see, you should have left Grzyzewski in. I go, I don't know.
There was
I don't
chatter
know
of that.
about
Look, no, I don't agree with that. I don't think Cruz is the better option to Hogan, but it's hard to drop a guy in, after that many
good form,
weeks, and
Yep.
expect him to kick, like a Coleman medalist would. But yeah, no, I'm not worried about the team. If anything, I actually saw a lot to like in the Giants today. I think that's the thing that I'm kind of a bit confused by with this game is that I should just be sad and I should just take my losses and lick my wounds. But I actually was like, nah, there's a damn good team in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Really, really good team in there. It's just that the Saints really wanted it way more. And they had an answer when things got stressful. That was the difference. It felt like they were playing a really calm brand of football. And those final 12 minutes for us were really just panic stations. Yeah, I mean, you saw it. There was I think it ended up leading to a goal for St Kilda in the final 5-6 minutes where there was a bit of a chain happening, but it was just the sloppiest chain between the Giants. I think it was, Clayton Oliver took one on the hip from a handball and then it kind of spilled out and you were just like, well, that's a bit emblematic of what's going on.
Trying to do the fancy stuff and
exactly.
rather than playing
because they've just seen Naz do it every time he got into the forward 50.
Well, also the Saints, they controlled the ball well. They ran the wings well. They hit that 15-20 meter kick very precisely, low. Didn't give us a chance to pressure them, and kind of beat us out of the midfield as well. We weren't winning a lot of taps. No. So I just kind of, I thought Clary was unbelievable. He's been the best pickup of the year as far as I can tell. Mr.
Reliable. Mr. Over-reliable.
Yeah, and Stringer kick 3 and, again, super, super reliable. So,
but the difference, I think, is that Naz moved out. He was tagged in the first half pretty effectively.
Yeah.
And then he's moved out clearly from the back pocket where he was into the midfield. And we just didn't have I don't know if we stopped tagging him or if the tag became ineffective. But then by the fourth quarter, Naz's confidence was so high that it was leading. Like you just saw it. Any time he got the ball, every single Giants fan was like, no.
It was a bit of like anyone but him.
Anyone but
him. But I think that's that's just a testament to how good Nazaya is.
He's
because
freak.
You got to look at it and go like in the game of AFL for one player. In a game of AFL, for one player to dominate like that. Yeah. It was kind of like Harley on the weekend, it was basically felt like Harley or bust a little bit. For one quarter. It was outrageous. But it took over the game. And I think Nas is just that. And, if Bedford couldn't stop him and Angwin maybe had a go at him at one point, it was frustrating. But, that's another Saints loss where another close game with them where they've strangled our offense.
Oh, look,
pretty frustrating.
There's teams that can do that to you, and maybe it's the Saints and the Bulldogs for us. We seem to have a bit of a shake. It doesn't matter what our form is. Yeah. It all restarts when we play.
Yeah, if we can just take on Brisbane and Geelong, we'll be fine.
Easy. Geelong at the Cattery. Tick,
we don't even have to play them at the Cattery. We play them at Ongi this year. But next week we've got Carlton.
We do.
At Ongi Stadium. So the big thing is, now I've been saying it all year, we have to get to 7-7.
Yeah, we do.
At 7, I think if we play a play like that, I think we can get Carlton. I think
so.
If we can play a bit better, I think, at home, start to get a roll on, get your friends, get your family to come along. We need a bit of home support and a crowd because we're getting done by the umpires.
And because that was also a pretty small crowd at St Kilda too.
Yeah.
That was a tiny crowd.
Well, scheduling a game during the World Cup, maybe not
perfect.
A great idea from the AFL. 2 games actually during.
Oh yeah.
So gentlemen, obviously we're pretty much at the halfway point of the year. The Giants sit 1 out of the 10. You're 11th.
Or 11th.
On percentage, just behind St Kilda.
Phoenix Gothard position.
So obviously the top 3 are pretty locked.
Yeah.
You would think. I mean, Melbourne are on the same points as Geelong in 4th, but I don't believe Melbourne are a serious threat. Hawthorn.
Big call.
Adelaide. Are they timing their run?
Yes, they are.
I think they are.
I think I said this 2 weeks ago.
They might be.
You called it.
Yep. I had doubts, but maybe they've just actually learned that you don't need to win in round 1 win flags in April. Brisbane 7th, 32 points, same as the Bulldogs in 8th. Then just behind them, for me, watching the Giants. There's three teams. Not forget North Melbourne. They're going nowhere. But Bulldogs, Suns, St Kilda, Giants.
Yeah.
It's you four in that bottom half.
Yeah.
Of that 10, not half, bottom part of the 10.
So that's going to be the little raffle. Someone's going to be upset to miss out, essentially.
Yeah.
And Collingwood are right there
Collingwood
as
are
well.
smoky as well. They could do something on the day.
But yeah,
I reckon the Suns miss out of that group.
Well, I think it's a good call. I
Yeah.
think they're frauds.
Yeah, they've really slid quite a lot. They've got the hardest schedule
they've got
too.
a tough one coming up.
I don't think anyone has as hard a schedule as
We've
them
got some hard
since the
games
buys.
coming up, but I feel like we're better in the
I
hard
don't
games than we are with the
Well,
easy ones.
This is the thing. I keep seeing this like, oh, the Giants' schedule is the easiest
Yeah,
ahead.
it's not that easy.
I don't think
No.
that at all.
Swans, Geelong,
Hawthorn,
Freo.
Freo. We've
It's
got
not
Adelaide at the very end.
I think we just have some easy games in there. Easy games. We lost to
well,
West
this
Coast.
was meant to be
Yeah,
an
exactly.
easy game too.
So I don't know. I think we're going to have to win some pretty big games. But this next little group, I think one game at a time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Carlton is really doable.
Well, they've won their last 4.
They have, haven't they?
And then they've had a bye.
Ooh, they're coming off a bye. Okay, didn't do us wonders.
No,
we looked a bit sleepy.
Very.
Well, actually, no, we came out of the blocks.
Yeah, we came.
I
kicked
thought
the
we
first
were on
3.
for a field day.
Yeah, same. Frustrating game. Well, send us an email. They might become giants at gmail.com with what you think. I mean, we're recording this straight after the game, so we probably won't get to it.
wounds
But
are
next week
raw.
we will. The wounds are very raw at the moment.
very
But
raw.
any other players that you thought were particularly good for the Saints or the Giants?
It was good to see Angwin back.
Yeah.
I actually don't think because I haven't really paid that much attention to him. Not the game of all
With the
games for
glove.
him.
Yeah,
with the
no.
glove, with the Ricker, Darth,
Yeah,
Sith
yeah.
thing.
The Skywalker.
Yeah, I
Lynch.
like it. Angwin is good.
He's
I
very
see, I
good.
see what you mean now.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Because Stone is coming along as well.
Mm.
And there's only like a year or so between the two of them, right?
If
It's
that.
oranges really. Oranges and mandarins.
Thomas was good as well. I
Yeah,
thought.
Thomas is
He's always
is
good.
terrific.
We actually
It's a terrific
most people
squad.
played very well. The hardest thing is that you've got a lot of guys like Taylor and like Hogan and like key players coming off injuries.
Yeah, coming off
So they're not going
injuries.
to be it.
Finding it again.
Yeah.
My favorite moment, though, to watch today was watching Toby Green take, I think, 6 St Kilda players just hanging off him while it looked like he was trying to score a try.
Yeah, he really did. He really did. He just went, I'm going to go straight at the
He's like,
goals
"Nah, I'm going
through
on it."
these 4 players. You
I'll
like,
set up the goal conversion.
Yeah. God. Oh, dear. I think Briggsy did his best effort to injure Nas as well at one point.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Couple of
Tried
little
to
hip
take him
checks.
out, which I was like, yeah.
Well, okay. Well, what do you think about the Cadman thing? Because I think it should have been a call. I think that.
I think if you look back on it, he's got 2 hands, it's a mark, and there's a clear chop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is definitely, that's a free kick by
Yeah.
the letter of the law. With 2 minutes to go, home crowd, they just
you're
didn't
not
pay
going to
it.
get that call.
They just didn't pay it.
But
No,
also-
you're not going to get that call. No.
But also, there was a part of me that was like, yeah, we get that free kick, and then they score off the.
Oh, potentially.
ball
But the
up.
difference is like, we kicked that. We're within 4 with 2 minutes to go. And you just kind of go like,
Yeah.
well, they botched it the week before.
True.
We could have got we could have got them.
I
And I
really was
we
thinking
shouldn't have
we
been in
were
that
on.
situation. But at the same time, I go like, it's a big call. It was very obvious.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it paid?
Yeah.
And
Shame.
we don't get a lot of calls, and you can tell that because on the chart where it's like, who's got the most frees and
Frees
frees
and
against,
that.
we are miles below 17.
Oh, we're below sea level.
Yeah,
on that chart. My lord.
the Titanic down.
Yeah, my
takes James
lord.
Cameron in a little sub to go and
Yeah,
find us.
we're going down in the Titan.
We're like we
about
don't get calls, and we know that. But I mean, that was so obvious.
It was so.
It was
obvious.
so obvious. They just didn't
Yeah.
want to do it. They didn't want to do it.
Dumb.
Mm.
What would you say to the idea of the captain's call being brought in? That the captain gets one call a game to challenge a ruling.
I think in AFL it's not stop-start enough.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't call a timeout. You don't have like
But
between
but
sets.
that's what I'm saying. You bring it in. It's a timeout that can be called once by the captain, and if it fails, You don't get it again.
My issue, I think, is that the AFL has been doing all of these things to try and speed up the game.
Right.
And the captain's call in that position, say he marks it.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do it if he did mark it, but let's say they did bring it in.
Have to mean egregious thing within the contest.
Yeah, and then I
would
think
say,
what
yeah.
teams would end up using it for, like late in games, is to then like slow the game
Slow it.
down and get
Yep.
position back.
You would
You know
exploit
what?
it far too easily.
Yeah,
because like,
and that's what AFL
if there's
coaches
no
do.
Yeah, that is
if there's no
true.
punishment for calling it,
Yeah.
say when Toby Green got out the back towards the end there when there's no one with him, what's to stop the Saints using it then to stop play
Well, you
and
couldn't.
calling a false, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, it would have to be like
what, instantaneous? Like
True. Yeah, you're true.
It would
Yeah,
have to be a
true. You're not
turnover.
going into the same kind of.
it would have to
line-up.
already be a stoppage
Restart,
or a
yes, so
free.
right.
You know, like it
Right.
couldn't be an open play.
it's too complicated.
Yeah,
It's
too complicated.
it's a shame though, because I find it really, really strange that there is such a you don't talk to the umpires.
No, they give you freeze against you now. if you do.
Holy crap, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That, like, I get it. It's a hard job and players are going to chirp and they're going to try and like push for things. But what a protected species to be saying that you can't even, the captain can't go up and ask for clarification on a call.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Because that's accountability that goes both ways.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, I get it, but at the same time,
Yeah,
I think
look,
you
I'm
just gotta
backing
cop
up
it.
the
You've got to cop it.
bird
Like
tree.
it's upsetting. At the time, I just thought it was one of the clearest I've ever seen, and I went, you
Well, there was
gotta
one
pay
on
it.
Fonte at the other end, like 2 minutes before as well. It was a clear hip into the head. There was no, he wasn't going for the ball.
Yeah,
I think it was Fonte. I can't remember who it was. It was one of our defenders. The Saints player wasn't going for the ball. I mean, he's turned his hip into the
and if he's
guy
got him
during
high, he's
a
got him
run.
high. Anyway,
Come
you
now.
get calls, you don't get calls.
That's
At the end of the day, you can't go like, oh well, the umpires cost us that game because actually,
Oh, they didn't do
I don't
that.
think
No,
they
no,
did.
I'm not
No.
saying that. I'm just,
It maybe cost us a chance at it, but
Yeah.
it was a little upsetting.
Andrew Dillon is on record of saying the umpiring is the best it's ever been. I mean, it's so obviously not. It's a problem. It's a problem. There's so much going wrong, and again, it's like the pivotal moments, too much interpretation. But I mean, even for example, the West Coast
Yeah.
game. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say the umpires cost us that because it's not true. But I will say 31 free kicks were handed out to the Roos, 24 to the Eagles. That is 55 free kicks in a game of football. I have not seen such an over-officiated game in a long time.
wow.
It kills the momentum. It kills the spectacle. It like there's a concept in finals. They always say, "Oh, the umpires have put the whistle away." When they let things,
Yeah,
let
they
the
say the
50-51s
same
call.
thing in rugby
And let me
league,
tell you,
yeah.
put it away all the time.
Yeah. Why don't you just
Well, stop. Like, I mean,
Call it.
obviously call, but like
Yeah.
for the love of God, you can't be giving out 55 free kicks in a game of football. It looks like ass, and it's like it kills the spectacle. It's terrible. Like they've got to sort this out. Holding the ball's a disaster. Like they've got to sort this out. It is not good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Holding the ball, that is a uniquely tricky call to make as well, because it is such a like
Interpretation.
it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you on
What's
the day.
prior, what's not prior.
Yeah,
What's his
exactly.
intention?
Yeah, it's
intent.
like I get it. It's a bloody hard game to umpire.
really hard.
No question. No
But it
question.
has been a bit. Even I'm noticing it this year, and I'm a bit like,
bad.
Jesus Christ, come on.
But I feel like this is. I'm sorry, but I feel like this is every sport. I watch the NBA, and man, it is so
Fair.
over officiated, and it's so clean because
it really?
everyone wants. Yeah.
even in these I haven't watched it.
Oh, especially in the
Knicks
finals.
things.
Yeah,
Playoffs,
yeah, massive. It is like there's so many captain's calls or challenges or God, let's go up to the thing, and you go like it's so ticky tack now, and
Yeah,
players
right.
they exploit it. They have to. They exploit every rule and kind of take advantage of it, and it does. It just kind of gets a bit boring.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then you
That's
get
fair.
people, and then you get a product like soccer,
Hmm.
where you've got people flopping all over the place rather than playing through
Yeah,
contact.
I know.
Which is
That's
boring.
true. Yeah, that's true. You don't want that.
You don't want that in the AFL.
You
'cause
don't
that's
want the
what sets it
soap
apart.
opera.
No.
So I don't know. I think it's actually just not possible.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I don't think it's possible.
It's a shame, isn't
I'm,
it?
I'm sorry.
In a perfect
but I
world.
don't think it's possible.
well.
But
Then-
Cadman definitely deserved.
Of course he
free.
did. But they need to
100%.
professionalize the umpires, for the love of God. They're
Are they not?
Yes.
They're all
not.
part-time,
They're
mate.
part-time. So this is a huge issue
they
because
don't train during the week.
given how much the AFL makes, you would imagine that they could be a full-time profession.
I would have thought you guys would have done that 30 years ago.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Are the NRL ones full-time?
As far as
Probably
I'm aware, I
I think they wouldn't be. I think it's basically you get paid matchies. You know, it's the brown paper bags that come out.
No, NRL referees are full-time professionals.
There you go.
As they
National
should be.
Rugby League employs a dedicated squad of elite match officials, which actually came into question this week because Ashley Klein got rung through the media for he's a referee, does the Origin games, gambling stuff. But you know,
do you
but it
feel
was
like-
separate of the.
Do you
It's a
feel
personal
like
issue.
the NRL is officiated better than the AFL, say?
Oh, look, that's tough. Because Ashley Klein is copping it at the moment for his calls in Origin and in grand finals. I would say overall,
Is it easier to officiate as a
yeah, I
game?
think it is
Yeah.
an easier
It's
game
simpler
to
for sure,
officiate,
yeah.
and the video ref stuff has really cleaned
Well, they
up
use
a lot
that,
of
yeah.
the
But do you think I feel like with games like that and NFL and stuff, the fact that it is a stop-start game, it means there is a natural place for that to go.
True.
Right? There's a natural place to go to the arc, or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Because
review,
you can take timeouts
review,
all the time,
review.
blah, blah, blah,
While
sin
we're here.
bins. AFL want the opposite to that. They want to shorten our game. And
Yeah,
that will
well,
make it longer.
I heard that there's some conference coming up where there's rumors that they want to shorten the
Yeah,
quarters.
they're always talking about it.
Oh, are they?
They did it during COVID.
They've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah, right. I don't
yeah.
think you should shorten the game.
I don't think so either.
I don't think
like
there's
the
any
war
problem
of
with the
attrition.
game.
War of attrition. But I actually think they just should stop meddling with it, to be honest.
100%.
Stop
Yeah.
meddling and clean up some of the interpretation and professionalize the umpires.
Professionalize the
Yeah.
umpires. I don't know if you can do much better interpretation thing.
I think rugby league officiating is much clearer. There's still the whinging that you get from like
Yeah.
fans online.
Fans are one-eyed, so you're going to get it either
Oh, of
way.
course.
It's always going to happen.
100%.
But
But it is the thing of so much is up for interpretation in
Yeah.
AFL that it is really is frustrating.
it is. It's pretty tough. But Gothard. But we've always got Gothard.
We've always got sturdy 11.
that's
Legs
it.
11.
Well, join us at the Carlton game. Come to Angie Stadium. We'll be at 224 in the party pocket. We're
Get in
branding
there.
it by ourselves.
That's it.
We're doing it. Come down to 224. Have a little party with us. We're having a great time down there in the party
It's the
pocket.
best. It's
And then
the best.
the following week, we'll be back at the Guildford Hotel.
We will.
Which will be a cracker. And we're going to be moved into the other side of the pub.
Are we?
We're getting the big screen.
getting
We've
the
been
big
upgraded,
screen.
baby. We've been upgraded to the big screen.
The day has come.
I know. Finally,
Wow.
we've had the call.
As was
They
prophesied.
have realised that AFL is the bigger code in Guildford.
It's Guildford's sport.
Guildford's own. So that'll be a ripper. We'll have the big screen, everyone in
Hell
one room,
yes.
watching that one big high. I was watching the Socceroos on it
How
today,
good is it?
And it is actually a ripper. So get along to the Guildford for our next watch party, which will be against Hawthorn at the MCG. It should be a ripper.
Get down
And
to
we
that.
we smacked Hawthorn at the start.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did.
we kind of
We
line
did.
up well against them, so I'm excited for that.
We play well on fields proportionately the same as the G as well. I've
Yes,
heard.
yeah, exactly right, exactly right.
All right. Well, a little history this week. This week, I'm going to do the history of Sydney's third CBD.
Oh.
Do we know what Sydney's third CBD is? We've got Sydney, Parramatta, Penrith? No.
Whoa. Penrith's a good shout.
Up or down?
Down.
Campbelltown?
Close. Bit more west.
Have I been here? Have I been
Probably not.
there? I don't know.
Today we are doing the history, gents, of Liverpool.
No.
Never walk alone.
No,
Wait,
right?
that's Manchester.
Oh, is it?
that
No,
Liverpool?
it's Liverpool.
Yes!
Liverpool.
Yeah, there
I
you
know
go.
soccer. It's the World Cup.
That's it. I want to hold your hand. For more than
Coming in here. Coming in here.
Little band
Chicken
came out
and
of there,
peas.
didn't they?
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
What is Liverpool?
Coming in here. I want to laugh with you. Chicken and... Chicken.
Chicken and chips.
Chicken and chips.
I don't know what accent I'm doing.
That's, yeah.
Is that
Scouser.
Liverpool?
Scouser, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Scouser.
Liverpool, the
You're
Beatles.
fucking Scouser, lad.
We let Ringo play the drums.
So I've been the best drummer in the band.
For more than 40,000 years, the land of Liverpool was known as Gunyangalang, the sovereign territory of the Darug Nation, specifically the Cabrogal clan. The Cabrogal...
So the Cabrogal weren't from Cabramatta?
No, where...
Surely.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cabramatta, the Cabra in Cabramatta comes from Cabrogal.
So Cabra, Parramatta, Cabramatta.
Matta means in Darug, I'm fairly sure, meeting place.
Damn, man.
So Para
It all
is
coming
the
together.
place where the eels meet.
Right.
Cabramatta
Yes.
is essentially where the cabra meet, and the cabra is a highly nutritious,
No way.
protein-rich freshwater grub that thrived in the submerged, rotting timber of the riverbanks of the Georges River, or Tukaria.
Listener, if you knew that, email us.
Yeah.
Because there is no shot. There is no shot most people know this information.
No way!
No way.
I'm so thrilled you did that because I hadn't had that written down. I was like, there's no time. Cut it.
That's fascinating.
It's great.
I love hearing that.
For thousands of generations, the Cabrigal lived in a complex, deeply spiritual equilibrium with this land. In 1795, just 7 years after the arrival of the first fleet in Sydney Cove, as we've all heard about, naval explorers Matthew Flinders and George Bass, very, very famous explorers, rowed their small rowed the small rowboat.
I also love the name Bass as a last name.
It's good,
like
isn't
nominative determinism would have you be like, so he's a fish. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
used to,
His
like his
dad
parents
was a
was a
fish.
fisherman. Yeah, it's like, what did he
No,
catch?
not a
Only
fisherman.
Bass.
He was a bass.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
the first and last time this has ever happened.
He's up on that plaque on the wall.
What was the song he sang?
Those
what
the
was the
fish,
Bass
the
song?
fish
Yeah,
mounted
yeah.
fish.
I want to sing a song to you. I can't remember.
Stupid.
Yes.
Okay, on the rowboat.
So they're on the Tom Thumb. They're going up the Tukaria or the Georges River in search along the river for land suitable for agricultural settlement. They also were like the guys that mapped pretty much all of the early coastal lines
That's the Bass
of
Strait,
Australia.
I
right?
love mapping
Bass
stuff.
Strait, yeah.
Ah,
Flinders,
Ranges.
Range.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Rangers.
So owing to the dense bushland and tricky terrain, it hampered settlers expanding out from Parramatta.
Yeah.
So the arrival of the Europeans was slow at first, comparatively to the rest of the area.
Right.
But when it came, it just brought
When
devastation.
it rains, it pours.
100%. They introduced diseases like smallpox, tore through the populations.
Yeah.
They fenced traditional hunting grounds and then cleared a lot of native forests, which had been managed for tens of
Just
thousands
straight
of
from the
years.
European playbook.
Yeah, just burn it. And there was desperate frontier resistance from a lot of the Cabrigal and other Darug Nation clans, but colonial expansion was relentless. On November 7th, 1810, Governor Macquarie...
Things were looking skinny.
He was looking great, very trim. Governor Macquarie formally founded a new town in honour of Robert Banks Jenkinson, the British Secretary of State for the Colonies and Earl of Liverpool. But wouldn't you give him like Jenkinsonton or something like that?
Why just name it after the place
There's
that they
so
were?
many Earl of Liverpools. We've already got a Liverpool, and it sucks.
Coming in here. Name in your town.
It became the fourth town in Australia. Liverpool is
Fourth?
the fourth.
What? Oh, what? Ever?
It's Sydney,
Yep.
Parramatta,
Yep.
one other, Hobart.
Yeah.
Hobart
Hobart.
is the third,
Yeah.
which is quite surprising.
Prisons.
You think it'd
They
be
put
Melbourne,
the prisons down in Tassie.
I know, but isn't it fascinating that they went to that tiny little island down there before they went, but what about the rest of the South Coast? Nothing else. They just went, no, down to this very cold, isolated, dangerous rock.
It is interesting that they just did go from there straight down.
Don't
to
look at
Tassie.
that.
Like, that's very strange.
And if you look to your right, you'll see nothing. It was designed as well as the first free planned settlement.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
it wasn't designed as a prison.
Okay.
Macquarie's vision for Liverpool was of a thriving agricultural hub that would then also funnel grain and livestock back to Sydney.
Interesting.
To build this vision, he turned to the emancipated convict architect Francis Greenway. Greenway was tasked with designing public works that would project British permanence onto the Australian bush.
Oh, yes. This obsession with like...
Make it look like home, boys.
Yeah, it was sculpting nature into under your control.
It cannot look like the real world.
It can't look like how it's supposed to look.
No, it
It
won't
needs to
have it.
look how we want it to look.
Absolutely.
Straight lines.
His work, Greenway, is actually all over Sydney and surround. One of his famous ones that still stands is Hyde Park Barracks in the centre of the city.
Oh, yeah.
But his masterpiece is the St. Luke's Church, constructed in 1819 after very lengthy delays, and it stands in Liverpool. It is the oldest continually operating Anglican church in the country.
Wow, eh?
By the 1820s, Liverpool was a pretty rough, bustling frontier town and a crucial checkpoint. If you wanted to travel south to the expanding districts, you had to pass through Liverpool, which led to a huge amount of hotels and pubs to be opened and a massive expansion of farmland in the fertile surrounds. For the first half of the 19th century, Liverpool's pace was dictated by the speed of a horse and the flow of the river.
Of course.
But in September 1856, Brandon's happiest day, the train arrived.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he
Shoot.
loves a train. The connection of Liverpool to Parramatta Junction by rail, followed 2 years later by the electric telegraph, was a massive catalyst for growth. Because of its access to fresh river water and rail transport, Liverpool transitioned from a pastoral village into an industrial powerhouse. The famous Collingwood paper mill opened.
Eddie Maguire's
yeah, Eddie Maguire's old mate. Collingwood.
Teddy Maguire.
Theodore Maguire.
Theodore Maguire. I'm going to start a football club.
Collingwood actually was like a mini suburb within Liverpool
Sure.
that was bought up by this like American whaler back in like 1810 called Eber Bunker.
Oh, get stuff.
And he bought this
Eber Bunker.
Eber Bunker.
You know,
Call me Ishmael,
Yeah,
Eber Bunker.
When a name comes with an accent, you know
I
you're
know,
in trouble.
yeah, you're in
Eber
trouble.
Bunker.
Yeah. He bought up all this land, built a bunker farm.
Eager
all this
bunker.
stuff. Eager bunker. He was a very eager bunker. And he created this suburb of Collingwood. It didn't take off.
Yeah. No.
And it got absorbed
I've never heard
into
of it.
Liverpool.
Yeah, there you go.
But they built the paper mill on there, and it churned out tons and tons of paper made from rags, ropes, old sugar bags, and old sails.
Oh, so you didn't making paper out of whatever.
They were making out of whatever.
Whatever.
If
Just
a kid
chuck it
fell
in
there was
there.
paper.
Exactly.
It employed hundreds and was the largest in the country at the time and the oldest. Today, it's actually a pretty cool, like, high-end eatery. Kind of like, you know the tram sheds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Oh, cool.
Ah.
I might like to go to that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Apartments on top.
Yeah, round and suburb. Yeah, it's actually really nice. That's a really nice part of Liverpool. By the end of the 19th century, the area had grown so significantly that it was eventually proclaimed a municipality. The streets were lined with grand Victorian-era banks, pubs, civic buildings, lit by gas lamps, powered by Liverpool's very own gasworks.
Yeah.
Unbelievable for the time. There were horse-drawn carts laden with goods clattering down Great South Road, which is what we now call
So it was
Hume Highway.
alive. It was a ripping.
It was going.
Yeah.
Liverpool had become the undisputed capital of the Southwest.
Wow. Yeah.
There was a place to be. Then came Federation, and then the outbreak of war. The vast, undulating scrubland to the south of the town, known as Holdsworthy, had been transformed in the preceding years into a military training camp in the 1880s, but come 1914, it expanded.
Interesting. So because they're in a place where like they've got a lot of food, a lot of livestock, perfect place to put barracks.
Perfect place. You can get all that food off the farms, funnel it into
Straight in.
slop for the boys,
Yep.
and
Send
send them
'em
off
off.
to Gallipoli. Tens of thousands of young Australian men, fresh from the country and the city, but mostly the country, converged on Liverpool to learn the grim trade of war before shipping off to the slaughter.
Yeah.
This influx of soldiers radically altered the town's character.
How?
Well, local businesses, Al, they boomed. But the sheer number of restless, anxious young men also led to tension. Oh, shock, horror, quelle surprise, culminating in the Liverpool riot of 1916. A riot, you say, where thousands of soldiers, tired of the strict discipline and lack of free time,
Yeah, I kind of get that.
marched on the town, overwhelmed the entire town's local authorities, disarmed them,
Watch party?
pretty much, and drank every single pub in Liverpool dry.
I just want to be a part of that.
We are not living up to our full potential, boys.
I just want to be a part of that. Just one night where you drink a pub out
An entire
of beer.
town.
Just one pub.
Yeah, one pub.
Well,
would be
yeah,
a
the
good
whole
shout.
town. Actually, I'm thinking too small.
You
a
are
small
thinking
town.
Well, let's start with a pub and then work
and
to
we'll
a small
move.
town.
Just imagine the momentum.
It's good. Well, you might be put off a little bit when you
Okay.
hear how this story ends.
Interesting.
They were rowdy, drunk, but not quite done. So they flocked a train at Liverpool Station.
We drank our town. We drank our
Oh,
town.
there's a big, big sound.
From Liverpool town.
They flocked a train at Liverpool Station and commandeered it
Dog.
back to Central Station, which was not a direct line. They had to go up to Parramatta Junction, which is now Granville,
Yeah.
and then back into
But there's
Central.
also it's full of young soldiers. who
100%.
are
Rowdy and-
three sheets to the
At least three.
At least three.
There were no sheets at the paper mill because
No,
they
used
were all
them
to the wind.
No, but they would have known how to run. Like, it's probably guys that were working on the trains as well.
Oh, at least one of those 1,000 guys was like, I can drive this.
Also, if you're running the train and they're coming towards you, you don't go like,
Right.
you'd go,
Well, that's
hop on,
my
boys.
shift.
Yeah, no, you would go like, hop on, boys, I'll join. Like,
Thanks, boys.
I'm not fighting.
Yeah, I'm not fighting 1,000 drunk
soldiers.
Men. No way.
I
When
can't believe I've never heard of this.
when they got back to Central Station, there was a hullabaloo, and it's alleged that the soldiers fired the first shot, according to the police.
Hoobaloo.
Hoobaloo. Well, close. One soldier was shot and killed,
Didn't need to do that.
but 8 were critically wounded, which, when you think about it, for thousands storming Central Station,
Yeah.
that's a
Storming the
pretty
Capitol.
low death toll. It is a bit like
Yeah, it is
that.
a bit like that. I think they got off pretty light by the
Well,
sounds of things.
I think they did too. So over 1,000 soldiers were arrested.
Yeah, I
and
was going to say, they
jailed,
must have all gone to jail.
but the federal government, uneasy with how this would fracture the digger image
Mm.
and subsequently the nation's self-identity, told newspapers at the time to limit their coverage. Most soldiers were eventually recalled to service,
Yeah.
and most died
Yeah.
in that service.
Oh, so the
So the
story
story
never got out.
died that day. It was
Wow.
covered very, very scarcely by certain Southwest Liverpool
Yeah.
kind of newspaper men, but very little outside
Interesting.
of
I
that.
mean, you could keep things quiet, more quiet.
Yeah.
Big
And
time.
when you
but you can
think
understand,
about-
like, so many soldiers deserting at that time.
Yeah.
But they're all conscripted. Right?
100%. Yeah. And this
So-
idea of, we're going to strip you of all your honors and that, it's like, you need us. Yeah, like,
They took every man, boy, and teen they could.
During this time, Holsworthy also held a darker purpose than that. It became the site of the largest internment camp in Australia. Yeah, it's pretty wild, considering what the history of where Liverpool ends up being. For this, up to 6,000 men of German and Austro-Hungarian descent, many of whom were naturalised Australian citizens. They were Australians. Were locked behind barbed wire in Liverpool for the duration of the war, a method again employed during the Second World War and extended to Japanese and Asian Australians. The Holsworthy Moorebank area was expanded into a massive staging ground and logistics base around the Second World War. To this day, the Holsworthy Barracks remain one of the most critical defence installations
still there.
in our nation. Still there.
Still there.
It's a big one. So when the guns fell silent after World War II, Australia realised it needed to populate or perish. We'd lost so many after 2 great wars.
Well,
federal-
they weren't great.
No, they were fine.
Yeah,
They were fine.
mediocre.
I've had better. The federal government opened the doors to migration in a way. They were still under the White Australia policy at this point.
Yes, of course.
Founded under it, even.
Yeah.
And Sydney's population exploded. The inner city could not contain the growth, and planners looked west. So in the 60s, the same decade that Liverpool was officially declared a city, the state government orchestrated a colossal project, the Green Valley Housing Estate. Within a year, swathes of dairy farms and market gardens were bulldozed to make way for thousands of brick veneer homes. Working class families from the inner city and new migrants relocated. The population skyrocketed, but infrastructure lagged painfully behind. There were few paved roads. Still to this, the late 60s, early 70s, the roads were not paved.
Yeah,
But this was not unique to just Liverpool. This was like very much a thing that if you were not seen as the industrial or economic centre, we didn't care and we didn't build anything for you.
Sounds like Sydney.
You live there and you go into your work and then you go back home. We don't need to look after you.
Get on the train.
That's it.
Do the thing. Get off the train.
Obviously, inadequate public transport and a severe lack of social services. It was during this period of growing pains that a towering figure in Australian political history made Liverpool his base. It's time for Gough Whitlam. Hey, representing the local...
Goffard.
Goffard Whitlam.
Phoenix Goffard. That's dumb.
I really like that.
Goffard Whitlam.
Oh, I like it a lot. Representing the local federal electorate of Werriwa, Whitlam saw the struggles of working class families. Whitlam saw the struggles of the working class families in places like Green Valley and used his platform to champion immense social reforms. When he later became Prime Minister in 1972, Whitlam's government introduced free university education, later repealed, universal health care, later repealed and then brought back by the Hawke government, and drafted the Racial Discrimination Act, driving the final nail into the coffin of the just heinous White Australia policy. Whitlam's reforms would change the face of Australia, but nowhere was that change felt more acutely than in his own backyard. With the dismantling of discriminatory immigration laws, the demographics of Liverpool transformed completely. In the 1970s and 80s, the city became a sanctuary for waves of people seeking a better life. Lebanese migrants fleeing civil war, Vietnamese refugees, and later families from Iraq, Syria, India, Fiji, and the Balkans.
Wow.
But critical services did not keep up.
Yeah.
Businesses started shuttering, and tensions flared in periods during the late 80s and 90s as a lack of jobs, funding, and services met with neglect, corruption, criminal activity, and the illicit drug trade. Liverpool, like much of the southwest at this time, garnered a very dangerous reputation.
Yeah.
But in the last 2 decades, Liverpool appears to be turning a corner. Today, Liverpool's crime rates have plummeted from 70 to 90% of their early 2000s peak.
Wow, that's huge.
It's huge. It is huge. And it's not been seen in other surrounding areas.
Interesting.
And successive state governments have recognised the need for increased funding and attention to this area.
Because it's going well.
Well, because also Greater Western Sydney it's the fastest growing region in the country.
Yeah.
Like that's not hyperbole, that's what it is. So just to the west of Liverpool, the Western Sydney International Airport opens in October later this year. And it's going to be surrounded itself by a high-tech kind of aerotropolis, lots of business parks and this kind of, very, it's a newfangled term for city by the airport.
Does sound like someone's selling us the
aerotropolis. You can only get there by monorail. So Liverpool is positioning itself as the gateway to this new economic frontier.
Interesting.
Its skyline is stretching upward with high-density apartment living, massive retail complexes, a new university, school campus under construction, and one of the largest health and medical research precincts in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I thought it would have been Westmead.
Yeah.
But Liverpool is massive.
Interesting.
Huge. Because there was so much land. They could build it. It's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
really been built there in the last 10 years. The history of Liverpool is the story of an ancient, sacred landscape violently interrupted by empire. It is the story of convict sweat and colonial ambition. The story of steam trains, paper mills, military camps, and the sprawling, messy reality of post-war suburbia. From the Cabregal pulling sustenance from the waters of the Georges River to the newest migrants in a cafe on Macquarie Street today, Liverpool is a city that has never stopped changing. But I would say that its history is a reminder of broken and under-delivered promises.
Very good.
Hey!
Very good. Makes me just want to go to Liverpool. And the other thing it makes me think is it's such a young... It has so much potential.
It's got a lot of
to
potential.
grow in a very different way to a lot of different areas. Fascinating. Thank you again.
It is a
for
great
doing
place.
That. Like, I'd love to go.
Genuinely, you should get down there. There's some really, really great stuff down there. And it's completely different from what I remember it before. I hadn't been before COVID, and it's completely different.
Interesting.
It's completely different.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder
great.
how much that airport's going to get used.
I think pretty well. I
Yeah,
think
I
pretty
think it will
well. I
too.
think the Giants can't miss a trick here. I think we've got to start getting our banners up at that
I
airport.
agree. That
and-
airport. I saw something a friend of mine sent me. I
Oh,
think
you
it's in-
sent me
yeah, I
that
sent
the
it.
other day.
It's-
That's why I had
think
that
it's
idea. That was Al's idea. I've just stolen that for the pod.
I think it's in Dallas, but I think the Dallas Cowboys have like a Dallas Cowboys
It was,
bar
yeah.
at the airport.
Yeah.
And it's not a huge bar, but you go there and it's just a sports bar and it's Dallas Cowboys.
You can get
But
a
I'm
bit
like,
of merch.
You can get a bit of merch, you can blah blah blah. I just think you'd miss a trick if at Western
Giants.
Sydney Airport if you just had a little bar at
There's gotta
Western
be a
Sydney
hub.
Airport.
Yeah.
That was just the
Playing the
Giants bar,
footy.
Western Sydney Giants bar, playing AFL all the time.
Merch.
Everyone
yeah.
that comes and goes from that airport walks past the Giants bar.
You
and goes,
should see
"What's
the
that?"
Giants.
It's actually just good marketing.
Give Dave Matthews a call.
I
Yeah,
think it's
before he
gonna-
goes, Dave, on your way out.
Dave, a bar.
Leave
a
the
bar,
lights on.
A bar. I think he'd go for that. I'll try and get him on the pod. We'll ask him. him.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming to the watch parties. We really appreciate it. It was a great vibe again at the watch party. I'm just so proud of how like big and awesome this community is around.
Giants fans are the
showing
best.
up.
They are the best.
Yeah.
We just need more of them.
So we'll see you at the Carlton game in the Party Pocket 224. I'm Alex Williams.
I'm Brandon McClellan.
and they
might become Giants!
7-7.